Hi, I'm Scout.
And I'm Georgie.
And we live on a tour bus.
Want to come see?
Wow.
That's my house. Can't look at the password. You can't look at the password! Welcome to my humble abode. This is where the driver sits and drives us every well.
Through this curtain is where we live. Okay, so this is what we call the front room. Okay, so we share this kitchen space among 12 people. This is the communal fridge. Each week we get given a bit of money by the company and we can buy ourselves some breakfast food. So we fill up this fridge. These are the personal fridges. They're divvied up into 3 slots each and there's 12 of us, give or take, depending on when. It's 2 people per spot. And this is what they look like inside. We're very lucky to have the largest fridge space. But that's because I'm the best cook. Shout out to Drew Barrymore for making this cheap air fryer. She has been the lifesaver of this tour bus. Don't look. We have 3 TVs and they are connected to this box here.
But there's only ever sports on the TV. This is the pantry.
Brother,
So every single person on the bus gets 1 drawer each, and that can be used for any sort of pantry items.
Right this way is what we call bunk alley, and this is where all 12 of us sleep on top of each other. Literally. This is my bunk. Because I'm the best chef on the bus and we each only get 1 drawer of space, Georgie and I have what we call the food bag.
Ew! Interesting artifact.
It has protein powder, breakfast items, our sweet treats, snacks, creatine, iron tablets. It's just got everything in it and I have to sleep with it every night because I'm smaller than Georgie. She's long.
And this is my bunk, also known as the dungeon. I'm sleeping on the floor. It's at the very bottom one. And it's very cramped and very dark if there's no light. And this is my little Zero, who I sleep with every night. I got him last year for my birthday, as a birthday present to myself. And yeah, he's just so cute. As I tend to shop a little bit more than I should, I keep a lot of my shopping also in my bunk, right at the bottom, at the end, and I squish it all to the left so that my legs can go all the way to the right, so that I have room in the morning when I have to stretch. Wake up!
want to know what it's like waking up in here, go watch our other video. There is also a TV in here, and if Georgie and I don't feel like reading, I will set my Switch up and we'll play Spyro and I'll watch Georgie die 10,000 times of it. Last but not least, the toilet. So, Georgie Greg, what was your experience like going to the toilet on the tour bus?
If I had to be quite honest with you, I think I was absolutely petrified. I was petrified of how small it is, and the idea of peeing while something's moving, like, not smoothly, I think that really made me a bit scared. So the very first time that I attempted to go to the bathroom, obviously I was very nervous. I told everyone in the front room, and everyone showed their support by singing really loudly for me so I could get distracted and try and like make me less nervous and more calm. Evidently I did not pee. I came out of there and everyone was like, did you pee? And I was like, oh, sorry.
So Scout, what is it actually like to pee on the bus?
So you actually can't flush properly on the bus. Only liquids can go down. So what I do is I come in, close the door, do my business. No number twos, only number ones. While I'm doing my business, we've got a foot action going over to the bin. This is my reminder, no flushing toilet paper. We will break off the toilet paper. It will be used and then giddy.
And what about your sensory? So how do you go about putting things in the bin in terms of your senses? You know, how does it infiltrate your senses?
Well, the moment you open the door, to the toilet, it definitely feels like a separate room of the bus. I will say that much. It's got quite a scent to it, you know, very distinct, very iconic. I don't enjoy it personally. And when you open up the bin, I feel that scent is amplified in a way. If you need to do a number two, you have to do what's called a hot bag. A hot bag is when you get a rubbish bag and do number two in the bag. You then tie up the bag. And tell the bus driver what has happened. I have never hot bagged before, but as far as I know, you then throw the bag out the window. Living in a share house the size of a hallway with 12 people is hard. Doing it for over a year is harder. Some people have been doing it for 2 years, but it is, at the same time, the most frustrating but oddly incredible experience as a performer to get to live this life.
We get to experience the same thing that celebrities get to experience when they're on tour, because apparently Drake used our actual tour bus, this actual bus. Yeah, it's just like a very rare thing to kind of experience.
We've just joined a very niche club of people. It's been really lovely to see over the course of our time on tour how the bus has been decorated and redecorated, and to see how up to 12 people can create a home out of what is essentially a hallway with a sink. It's really nice to see how all of our lifestyles have blended together to make something that to all of us can feel like
a sense of familiarity.
Yeah, and a safe place to go.
Yeah.
Some days we don't have a hotel to check into and we just have the bus all day, and it's incredible to be able to come on here and have a sense of comfort and a sense of belonging, and everyone who's in the tour group, this is their home as much as it is the next person's.
I think because we had such a positive experience, we are, raving on about how good it is, but there are, just to be transparent, there are also frustrations and challenges when it comes to living with so many people. You're with them 24/7. It's not like you can go home, kind of debrief with someone else or just be away from the same people. Like you're just constantly with the same people 24/7, and that can be sometimes very hard because it just feels like you don't have your own space, even though you might have your own hotel room. And I think there has been sometimes a sense of like loneliness, and we've been incredibly lucky and fortunate that we like met on tour and we're together. Some people don't have that, and some people have partners at home, and that's really hard on them. And it's not all sunshine and rainbows is kind of what I'm trying to say. But I think it's also like just appreciating what you have and going to do things that you like, like other hobbies that are outside of work. Like we like to go bouldering or go to escape rooms. I think indulging in things that you really like connects you to yourself, and I think that's really important on a job like this, because at the end of the day you really only have yourself and no one else. Your parents, your best friend, your auntie, your grandparents are all back at home, and they're very far away. So I think that important to like sustain a life on a tour bus.
I think ultimately we are, and everyone who has been on this tour should be incredibly proud of the absolute feat it has been to not only live in this living situation, but live literally on top of each other, and then go to work and work in close proximities, performing with each other, and go to sleep back stacked up on top of each other. I think I have so much pride in the work we've done in the theatre, but also just within ourselves, and I think everyone should feel that way. And it is undoubtedly an unforgettable experience.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I think that's a good thing.